We will start the meeting now if you're ready, Kate.
We're good. We're
Hey.
set.
Kite. Well, she knows that
Oh dear.
I'm trying
How do
my
you
best to
pronounce
say
your
that
name?
name.
Kite?
Kite.
That's what I said, Kate. You called her Kate.
I know. And she's
It's an easy mistake.
all right. Since we've last met, we've done a lot of things. The first thing on the agenda is the OPM update. So we met with 3 potential OPMs a couple weeks ago. We graded them, have a 1, 2, and 3, and started negotiations with CMS. And Chris has gotten a number of how much it will cost for the OPM services, so we're just waiting for a contract. Yes? You have something
Yes.
to add to that?
No.
All right. Do you guys?
Is it worth mentioning that they were all,
Well, they were all really, really close. Like, they were within a point of each other.
Oh, okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, we liked them all, to be honest with you.
What was your deciding factor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what,
Um,
the point system.
right, so what's in the RFP is a, criteria of what to, and I think what it actually came down to, was they had perfect scores on all of us. They had a deep bench in their firm. They, and the other 2, one was a firm that just blended with other firms, so they were we weren't as positive with what they were doing. What?
A blended firm?
Well, yeah, there was 2 or 3 different firms that came together.
they were a subsidiary of a larger firm.
Well, not blended.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I thought the 2 guys that came were from different firms.
Like subcontractors. Right, they sold their,
That's
they
what
sold their
sold
business to
like a
someone.
subcontract.
It's like
That's what I mean by
subcontract.
blended
That idea?
firm.
Okay.
So in other words, all 3 of them could have
Yes.
Done the job.
done the
And we
job.
would have been,
But the firm that was rated the highest had a deeper bench
Yep.
as far as in-house services. They presented very well.
they'd had the best presentation by far, yes.
Can you please speak up? I can't hear you over the jet engine.
Oh,
Sit a little closer.
Sorry, Jim. I'm sorry.
I can't really,
So anyway, basically all I'm trying to say is they were all very qualified.
Hmm.
And one inched over the others.
really, it was an inch.
so I didn't mean to ask a dumb question. What's benches? Bencher?
Meaning there's other people. If one person's out, somebody else is gonna step up
Oh,
and help
perfect.
out.
Okay.
Right, where,
And that was one of our criteria.
right.
On their staff, they may have 3 engineers, 4 architects. So if one can't do the workforce, they have another one to step up and
Oh, perfect.
So to keep our project going, you know.
Excellent.
If there's any hiccups, they,
Oh, nice. Thank you.
like on a baseball team. You have a good bench, a lot of
Good.
backup.
well,
That's the good analogy.
Thank you.
So how long will it take, do you think, to get the contract finalized?
I'm gonna email them, so that selectmen meet on the 29th. I'd like to get it executed on the 29th, so we can get this project, keep moving forward with the project.
Yeah, because we have such a tight schedule, and they all said that to us, like, if you're gonna do this project and meet your timeframes, you gotta start now.
So, Chris, are you just waiting for the select board to approve it? Is that what
Nope.
that is about?
I
Oh,
haven't got the contract yet.
oh, okay.
So they draft a contract when you approve it, as opposed to us drafting a contract and then, and they approving it? Okay.
it's usually an AIA document.
Well, I know MSBA has their own style, but the issue is if we put everything in that is on like a standard contract, it's gonna cost us more than what the price is I have. So what we're doing is going through, culling it out. You know, things that we don't really need. The only thing I requested though was a clerk of the works, 40 hours a week while work is being done.
That way we can stay on our timeline.
I'm hoping to, but
Yeah.
also I don't want the contractor to do shortcuts.
Yes.
If the eyes aren't watching them.
No, I agree. Okay.
What's gonna push us off our timeline perhaps, and all three of them said the same thing, is the electrical components are on back order.
Okay.
They're projecting. They have been on back order. They probably
Right.
will be on back order. So if we miss the deadlines, that will be why. But we're gonna work around that as much
Oh,
as we
yes.
can.
But there was also some discussion that possibly we could buy this stuff ourselves and get it on order as soon as possible.
There was talk on all three of the OPMs about how to help expedite that. And once it's recognized what we need before a GC is, through the design phase, we could escalate the purchasing process to help keep the project
afloat,
Yeah.
not afloat, but on time.
moving along.
Well, and then there was some discussion too about like the abatement. Well, instead of waiting for all the drawings and everything else, let's
Start
get
that
them on,
now.
get them on process, and let's start the abatement process. So,
Okay.
And that would be a direct hire from the town, saving the town some money without the contractor doing it and marking it up as well.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty clean package.
I
So-
get it.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I get it.
So in your packet that was handed out is the fee proposal from CMS, which is coming in under
Can I have
what
one,
we
please?
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
budgeted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's a yay.
Hmm.
That's a big yay.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
We're starting out,
We're starting off.
out of the gate.
Yeah.
Already below.
We have two good hits, right? Tank and then this.
So
Just starting off.
Yes, so we can just talk about the tank, if you'd like, right now.
Well, I saw pictures of it being taken out.
Yep.
You were down there.
yep.
I'm so pleased there's no, contamination anywhere. It stayed actually intact.
So it was removed on the week of the 11th, right?
June 11th.
June 11th. And we got a report
Yep.
of the sampling, of email sent out to everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have the report, no problems.
No, it's nice. I was ecstatic reading the whole thing. I was actually very pleased for the amount of years and everything. I was very, very pleased with what was found, or not found, I should say, and intact.
Yeah. And that was done on budget. Yes?
Under budget.
Under budget.
Under budget.
Well under.
We budgeted 114 for that. We ended up spending 15,000.
Mm.
Should it go?
Huh?
15,000.
15,000.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I was psyched when I read nothing, and I'm like, yeah.
Originally it was 14,900, but because there was some oil and water in there, we had to pay for that to be
Remove.
disposed of. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep the train rolling in this good direction.
Right?
So you were talking about electrical, I have a question. With the transformers downstairs, can we start getting those removed without like the OPM or no?
No,
Oh,
no, because the issue is if pull those out, we don't have any power because we don't have
oh,
a cement slab
okay.
for them to bring the new outside transformer in to be able to hook into the,
That'll be a last minute transfer. Once that
Yep.
the new stuff is in place, then it gets transferred over and then the other stuff will come out.
Gotcha.
And that'll all go right when we get the our AgriTech and everything else and the OPM. They literally say, this is what's next, this is what next, this is what next, and try to do as much as we can. We're like, okay, we know we're going to have to skip this, but we can continue working, and that he'll create the schedule.
They'll put a
Okay.
timeline together.
All right,
Sure.
cool.
And those transformers, the way National Grid talked, those are their responsibility to get those out of there.
Excellent.
thank God.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Telling this project was meant to be. This is awesome.
So far, we keep it going. That's what I
Knock on
said.
wood.
Let's keep it going. I was gonna go. Ding, ding, ding.
All right,
Careful, you hurt your hand.
moving along to our energy proposal by Innovis. Chris got Innovis Energy to come out and give us a proposal for HVAC.
Yep.
which you have in your packet. Do you have anything to add to that, Chris?
Oh,
It's,
sure. I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't.
not bad. HVAC was the one that we, did we have a, quote for HVAC?
No,
No, that's the only one we didn't
Yeah,
have.
this is the one that we,
Yeah.
so it's 1 million with an incentive, 67,000.
now, but that's for 5 zones.
Right,
We don't need all 5 zones. And we, if we wanted to, we could only do 3. And then that would be 3/5 of the cost. Yes,
Are we going to do the whole building or just a section of it?
I'm thinking only a section for the time being. Stay within that 17,000 square feet that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And if we have additional money at the end, maybe do add-ons as we go forward.
And we talked about that with the OPM, about when we go off the bid with the contractor, we can do alternates,
Mhm.
price that stuff out separately.
Yep,
if it's just a 17,000 square feet, how many zones would that be, do you know?
we were looking at 3.
A, B, and C?
Go down a couple more pages. He has the zones a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Good.
You're talking
Oh,
about the
yeah,
drawing?
yeah,
Yeah.
So basically, we'd be looking at A, E, and possibly,
C?
B, right?
What's,
Yeah.
be the basement, I can't read what's,
I'd say,
B is the basement and
Yeah.
those other ones.
oh, yeah,
But
here,
we're,
okay,
but we're cutting off there. We're definitely doing A.
yeah.
Yep.
And
We're
E.
definitely doing E,
Yeah,
okay?
Are we doing part of C?
oh, yeah, yeah,
So it could be A, E, C that would be doing it. Because D is the old library here.
Right.
right.
So,
And part of C is the upper level that we're not doing.
yep. One of those over the kite. Kite, this'll have what the zones look like on the building. There's a drawing, and I know you usually like being able to show that on the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
So we're definitely gonna do zone A and B.
I'm gonna say
No, I'd say A and E are definite.
A and E are definite.
Well, half of B is definite, because we're,
does that?
Because that's part of the office that you were gonna include
Yeah.
down
We're
there.
stopping,
is that stairs right there?
yeah, we're stopping at the stairs.
Right, so A,
So I don't know, if maybe
And
we
E.
can change
That
one
would
of
be E or
these
something,
zones.
yeah,
And add on to that section?
right.
yeah, maybe move it.
I'm sure they can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah.
Include- I mean, E's just a gym right now, so.
So
they go
I'm pretty sure they
configure
could-
it And use it
Down here, like what
Right.
you're thinking,
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. I was thinking they could extend it to here.
somewhere, yeah.
So
Or
part of
even-
B
or
and
even
part of C.
Even overextend it over to part of C,
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe E part of C.
you know,
Yep,
Oh,
exactly.
okay. That'll
So
work.
then-
Because
because you have your stairs right there
Yep,
that we were talking about.
yeah, and there's 2 rooms basically, so.
Yep.
I'm sure that could handle it, just a little bit bigger unit or whatever.
Yeah.
are we gonna do anything for like a records room?
That
Well,
would be,
that's in
that's,
B.
that's in
That's in
B.
B? Okay.
So probably climate
So
control
part
would
of,
be.
yeah, part of B will be done too.
Controlled area
Well, so
for
then,
records.
I would say A, B, and partial C.
Well, I think you do E and make.
Right, well,
have to change
E,
it,
I'm meaning E's partial of C.
E would
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
C, yeah.
So then it
And B
just
would
leaves,
just have to be reconfigured not to include up here.
Right,
and just include it,
Or you install the big unit.
yeah.
with the
and
potential for
have
later
the
on.
you already have the SX capacity, or if you decide to do another round of renovations in the building.
Mhm.
That way we've already taken care of HVAC at that point.
Right.
That's what I was just
More or less on
thinking.
the logical side to do that.
Huh?
It's more or less on the logical side to do that, to
Yeah.
actually,
The price is cheaper now.
Yeah.
It's only gonna go up. Or we can do all 5 zones as far as we're concerned. Just that you won't
Pers-
be,
pers-
just that you won't be using it, you know.
but personally, that's what I would probably do.
I guess I look at the cost difference.
Yep.
and just go from there. I mean, we're already under budget.
Yeah.
I wanna stay under budget.
Yeah, I want to keep it that way.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's in there, other stages.
Yeah.
I know, right, and once you get in there and,
That's just going to offset the later on stuff.
Once you get the architect going, then you're gonna run into overages.
Yeah.
And actually, the way we're talking, I think even the sprinkler system should come in under budget, because we're not talking what we had planned it before.
Right.
We're mainly because it's a well-fed system.
Right, so it could
Apply
be-
that exemption and only put the main pipes down the hallways.
And then later on, you could do the expansion going out, so you just mainframe.
Yeah.
It's just materials, but still that saves money until it's time.
Yep.
Because he still has to calculate all the way to the end, what size pipe goes to feed the feeder.
Right, you want to put the cistern for the whole building.
Yeah, you just,
It's-
it's just not putting it in, but even though you know what the calculations are. So, that works.
It's always nice.
just getting rid of the stuff in front of me.
Chris. She's just getting rid of the stuff in front of her.
Yeah, I'm just trying to organize. All right, any other question on the HVAC? No. Any other new business? Before we talk about any of the old business, what were we gonna say?
No, I'm just looking at, on his economics here, right, total project cost,
Yeah,
estimated utility incentive,
right? It's the same cost.
yeah,
I saw that.
that's not right then, right?
Is that the last page, Joe?
Yeah.
So the fourth page, and it says total project cost $1,667,000.
Well, if you look at page 1, page 2 technically, the total is 1.4,
Yeah,
then minus the 363, and you come up with
Oh.
it. So total project should have been 1.4,
Okay,
and then down to 1 million.
gotcha.
But if
67, yeah.
if I remember correctly, I think there was something said too, that was just through that. Who knows what
Other
National Grid
rebates
or
we
other
can get,
rebates,
right.
You know,
correct.
Right, right.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Okay, any other business? Any new?
Well, before we move forward, too, there was an option proposed for funding this, the HVAC system. National Grid has a program where you can take and break this over X number of payments and add it to your electric bill on a monthly basis. No interest, no nothing, it's just you pay it as part of your electric bill. For 3 years, 5 years, something of that nature.
So how would you work that? Chris?
Yeah.
You take that chunk of money and put it into a different fund?
No, because every year we do electrical budget, so it just become part of the operating budget for the thing for 5 years of paying off the system, the new system.
And this is a program a new program they
That's
started?
a program that National Grid has for energy improvements.
National Grid is actually stepping up to the plate and doing quite a bit for the communities, residential and businesses. They really truly are.
Because we had to do that for a high school project, high school lighting project to pay for. It's just added on to your electric bill.
Mhm.
And I think it's a 5-year repayment plan that we did. So,
It's
an
no
option.
interest loan.
it's an option. 60 payments, drop that, spread that million over 60 payments.
So that would
Is
still
5
give
years
us
the
a
max?
million more spending?
Well, because that's my next question. Is this like if we put that to the electric and budget in or whatnot, would this, obviously this would be a vote going back to the townspeople saying we switched it to this
No.
for the payment? Or is this something that the board can just, not us, I meant,
It's a way of funding the project. And we said we keep looking for ways of
Yes.
funding the project.
yes, to make it less
Mhm.
burden. So the
So
question,
you're adding the money to the electrical budget as opposed to taking it from our?
Yes.
Yeah, if you start running over, it's an option to fund it. That's all I'm saying, it's just an
No, it's a
option
good
out
idea.
there.
No, it's a good idea. Yeah. We're just trying to figure out. So does that mean we keep this to add more to our thing, or is this going to the
As you're
electric?
going through and you find all of a sudden you're overrunning your estimates.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
way to fund
The electric.
HVAC.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
Either way, it would make sense that even if we're on budget, to take that money, put it aside into some sort of interest-bearing account and just pay them as 60 months.
No, I'm just saying,
Yep.
something we
That
can
makes
decide
sense.
at some point.
Who decides that? You with the select board?
I'll probably have to talk with the treasurer about it.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably the treasurer,
What would that be?
Natalie?
Nellie.
All right. What's next?
We didn't do anything else besides since we last met with the OPM, anything new. So, talked about the oil tank, then for old business, and then, architect discussion. So, Petra says, quote came in, however, that was pre-OPM, and then we got an OPM. So, the proposal for not zoning changes. The proposal for, code changes, we got to put on hold for now. Until we decide with the OPM who we're picking for an architect. Yes?
Well, I would like to talk to the OPM before you go out and award a contract to somebody else.
Right. But I guess this is on hold until the process of the OPM gets completed, and then we start with the architect procedure.
Correct.
In which we could push this forward with him, with the
Yeah, we can
OPM.
definitely show it to them and say,
Right, this is what we have. Yes. So this is on hold for now.
Okay.
Any other old business that you guys can think of?
Just to give you a heads up, the COA has been, I should say, fogey, not sure which ones, are chomping at the bit to put their input on what they want.
Yes, I talked, they stopped, somebody stopped me last week and asked me where the project was, and I said we were finalizing our OPM, and we're not there yet, but we will get a hold of them when need be.
Yeah, I said the same thing, really, basically, that we're not there, but when we are, we'll get a hold of you.
Right. Have you heard anything about the veterans?
Nope.
No
That gentleman
callback.
was a little bit disappointing, yeah,
Well, that's fine. That was an idea. Maybe it'll come back.
yeah.
My only concern with that, not that I don't want to help those guys, but the whole point of us getting this building is to expand for our future, for our government and everything in the building. Once they're in there, they're not leaving. And so it's no longer can be expanded for future. At least that's what my thought was.
That's true. That's also a way that the
Oh, I-
building will get renovated.
oh, yeah.
That we don't pay for.
Oh yes, I understood both sides. I was just thinking of this side as, when you think of this, I'm like, okay, did we think about this part and that part? That's all I'm saying.
We haven't even gotten a proposal yet. Like it was, somebody came in and told us what they wanted to do, and then
Yeah.
it stopped. So
Okay.
hopefully that'll come back at some point. We can figure out what the person wanted to do and go from there and decide as a group. So that's it for now.
I can try emailing him again if you want, like tomorrow or what's the date. I can try tomorrow and see if I get any response. See where he's at, if anywhere.
Okay. You know what we didn't put on here? Approval of minutes.
And you can't do it.
We can do it under old business or new business. It's new business. We're approving the minutes from last
Not
meeting.
on the agenda.
It doesn't count as any
Doesn't.
other business?
Who's giving you a hard, it doesn't need to be, it's all colorful.
Oh, he's being I won't use the term.
That's what happens when he gets a vacation.
He comes back out sassy.
So you guys all got the minutes by email?
No, I didn't.
You have them in front of you. You got them. You just didn't read them.
Can you give those to Mr. Martin? please?
No, that's okay, I don't need it.
Just give it to me.
Oh, well, you're gonna be voting on them, so take a look at them.
Airplane
Yeah,
fly
yeah,
over.
yeah. Right between the eyes.
Not Steve.
Yeah, it's Dave.
I don't.
Oh,
He's the guy that ran the town meeting. I can correct that. So with that correction, you guys all set with the minutes? Any other changes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second,
All in favor?
huh?
all right.
And Chris is abstaining.
Say your word.
All right, I'll correct that. So the minute's corrected. All right, when do you guys want to meet again?
You need that, or is that,
Oh, that's
or
hers.
is that your?
Oh, that's mine. I know.
You want my copy?
Thank you.
No, that's okay. Because you corrected the name on it, I don't want you to forget that either.
I have another copy right here.
No, that's fine.
You can have that one. All right, so, we're gonna keep on going with our OPM.
Yeah, once
Once we,
we get to that point, then we could, schedule another full meeting with everybody.
when we know what the next steps are. So we'll leave it like last time
Once
and,
Chris negotiates and we get them on contract signed, and then they start to move forward, then
with the RFQ for an architect,
Yep.
which would be the next step. And the.
As well as the
best-
RFQ for the abatement.
Abatement, right, right.
So this, the way you're talking about probably be 2 months.
Yeah, I hope not.
I don't think it's 8 weeks for a.
Okay.
How many weeks is an RFQ for an architect? Do you know the timeframe? Is it 8 weeks?
Won't do the same thing for advertising for an OPM.
So it could be with, because we're going to have 2 RFQs. The asbestos abatement and the architect. At least 4 weeks.
Anywhere from a
Well,
month or two.
because we have to finalize the contract with,
Well, that's what I'm
the
saying. That's what
OPM.
I'm figuring anywhere between a month or 2.
yeah,
more than likely.
Okay.
We're talking September-ish.
yeah, yeah. So I'll make a motion to end the meeting at
Second,
4:40. Is that what time it is?
I got 441, but close enough.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.